We need to have a serious conversation about butts. Specifically, you need to hold on to your butts. We're talking about cigarette butts, of course.
Yeah, they're tiny, but they can tarnish our waterways and wipe out wildlife. That's why the Surfrider Foundation Delaware Chapter is telling smokers to hold on to your butt. Brian Moran is the chair for Surfrider Foundation Delaware Chapter and joins us via Zoom. Brian, thank you for being here this afternoon.
Oh, thank you for having me. Always happy to talk about this program.
Yeah, so first the problem. You guys are seeing a lot of cigarette waste on the beach.
Just from last year alone, we did 80 cleanups between our group cleanups and our solo cleanups. Cigarette butts are the #1 item of trash that we pick up. Last year, we cleaned up over 10,000 cigarette butts just from our cleanups alone.
So, Brian, let me ask you this. How can something so small have such a big impact?
Well, the biggest things about cigarette butts is that people just don't understand what they're made from. A lot of people think that they're, cotton fibers and it's just paper and things like that. So they just don't really think about it when they throw it away. The thing's just going to break down in nature. Really what they are is they're plastic. So when you throw it on the ground, it gets into the water system, fish potentially eat the cigarette butt, or it breaks down into smaller microplastics, which then mix in with food that fish will then eat. And then we eat the fish, and then it becomes a problem for us within our own bodies.
Wow.
So it's a pollution problem with water. The other thing is, there's other chemicals that are in cigarettes that end up collected in the butt. And when cigarette butts become wet, those chemicals then leach into the water.
So you're asking people to hold on to their butts. Explain this effort.
Yeah, so it's a national program that is run through Surfrider, and there's roughly 15 chapters out of the entire country that run a formal program. So we partnered with Plastics Free Delaware and with the Delaware State Parks to launch this program. So what we're doing is just asking people through a lot of media, newsprint ads, radio ads, we're not judging people who smoke. We're just saying, hey, if you smoke, be responsible with your cigarette butt and dispose of it properly. The other thing that Parks has done is they've actually partnered with Keep Delaware Beautiful. Keep Delaware Beautiful donated several ash containers in the state parks at the beaches that are in some of the parking lots, where if you pull up and you're smoking and you're like, hey, what do I do with my cigarette butt? There's actually containers where they can put them in, and then the parks will collect them and they get sent for recycling.
So what you're telling us is, to continue how we started this, you've actually provided places for you to put your butt.
Yeah, so that was we were actually going to do it, and it turned out Keep Delaware Beautiful was running that program. So what we've done is we've come up with these little pocket ashtrays. And then what you can do is if you're at a place where you're smoking, even if you're not at a park, but if you're somewhere smoking, it just slides open. It holds like 5 to 7 cigarette butts, and then you can close it shut. And then when you get home or somewhere where you can dispose of it properly, you just empty it out. So we're handing these out in several of the state parks. It's at Cape Henlopen, at the Delaware Seashore State Park, at the Life Saving Station,
right,
in your Inlet Marina, and also Oldland Inlet Bait and Tackle have these. So they're free. So if you're a smoker and you're in any one of these locations, feel free to run in and pick one up.
And you're encouraging other people, or everyone really, to pick up butts when they come across them.
Oh, absolutely. So, we do our monthly beach cleanups. They're big events, where we really promote those. But we also promote solo beach cleanups. So if you're just out walking the beach and you see trash, if you can, pick it up. And then we actually have a database where you can then go in on our website and log that information so we can track it and see what our success is. But this program received a Temper of the Times Foundation grant to help fund it for the first year. We were one of only 8 programs in the entire country to receive one of these grants. And so we want to be able to show that we're making progress, to show them that their grant is going to good use.
There you go. Brian Moran with the Surfriders Foundation Delaware Chapter, thank you so much for talking to us this afternoon.
Sure. The other thing I'd like to show, if we can, we even have brochures and stickers. I just want to give credit to Delaware State Parks for coming up with this cool logo.
I like that.
Very iconic with the tower and all, and
yeah,
they just did a great job helping us out with that. It was a fantastic job that they did.
Great effort there. All right, Brian, thank you.